thank you. That monster deserves to be put down.
There's only one monster here.
You're insane! Get your hands off me!
You experimented on him. Tortured these men.
I'm not begging forgiveness from you.
I don't forgive.
Seriously, how are we getting Croc out of here?
Shove him off the way we can. Just kidding. Batwing. This is the only time you see the Batwing for a heck of running to jail. Batman should use it more. I swear. If freaking goes over Joker did it. Oh,
been a long time, man.
Okay, Croc is in jail now.
You're a prisoner, Cash.
Okay. Next time I'm gonna try to get next in New Game Plus. I want to get all these.
Try fighting this off, big guy.
In jail. You can still buy off your other arm. Okay.
You failed to see the bigger picture, Batman. My work was about protecting this country. You care more about those animals. Ah! Are you crazy? You can't put me next to that monster. Let me out of here!
Quarrel, we're funding your experiments. I want names.
Your wants are of no concern to me, Batman. Run along.
You'll talk. They always do.
You forget, Batman. As a scientist, I love invalidating a flawed hypothesis.
It's pretty cozy in here, Bat. You want to come join it?
What happened to you was wrong, but you killed people. You have to pay for that.
When does Warden pay?
He'll face justice for his crimes.
No. He will die. You all will.
You sure that cell's secure, Batman? As much as the prisoners wouldn't object, I don't feel like being eaten today. You know, word of advice, it don't like cages. I didn't have no choice, Batman. It was my job. Principals don't put food in my kids' mouths. It's bad, I ain't denying it. But my family's all that matters to me. You sure that cell's secure, Batman? As much as the prisoners wouldn't object, I don't feel like being eaten today. You know, word of advice, it don't like cages. God, I never got to see Croc up close like this. He's huge.
Yes, he really is huge.
I can't believe that used to be a man. I think I'd rather be dead than suffer that. Hey, thanks again for getting me out of the water, Batman. That was always my biggest fear, working in that place, crashing and being trapped. That and being torn to pieces during a prison riot. God, I never got to see Croc up close like this. He's huge.
Look, what happened up there might be a little
ethically questionable. But no one wants these guys walking around on the streets, huh?
Look, I never actually saw what the warden was doing, so you can't really blame me, you know?
I ain't
I used to
blaming.
be a man. I think I'd rather be dead than suffer that.
I ain't gonna feel guilty for a bunch of psychos.
I walked the prisoners in and out of their cells. That was it. I wasn't being paid to ask questions.
Hey, thanks again for getting me out of the water, Batman.
Thank your buddy for getting me back here. Didn't think I was getting off that airship. Don't think I'll be sorry to see the last of that thing. Look, I never actually saw what the warden was doing, so you can't really blame me, you know?
The other guy didn't make it. I wouldn't have either if you didn't show up. Look, what happened up there might be a little ethically questionable. But no one wants these guys walking around on the streets, huh? I ain't gonna feel guilty for a bunch of psychos. The other guy didn't make it. I wouldn't have either if you didn't show up.
Not sure it's too smart putting the warden next to Croc. Heck, by the sounds of what he's been up to, not too smart putting him in with those prisoners either. Fun watching him squirm, though. Don't worry, Batman. I'll make sure everyone behaves themselves. I knew Hatter turning himself in meant bad news. Just glad all the hostages are safe. I catch him looking at me every now and then, this sick smile on his face. Creep. He looks kind of pitiful just lying there. If I was in his shoes, I'd want someone to put me out of my misery. Isn't there anything we can do for him? Seems wrong just watching it happen like this. Good to see you, Batman. I think the others forget we're in here sometimes. On the craziness scale, I bet tonight's hitting a 10, huh?
Yeah.
Not sure it's too smart putting the warden next to Croc. Heck, by the sounds of what he's been up to, not too smart putting him in with those prisoners either.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. With having Scarecrow. Freaking the militia with all their bullcrap. Man-Bat. The firefighters have to find Firefly, River. The Professor Pig, Azrael having to help him train, Mad Hatter, Croc, and freaking Rage all together. Oh.
Croc should be fairly sedate, Batman. We're pumping in tranquilizer gas to keep him calm.
Okay.
We should probably think about getting him some water, right? I think there's a hose out back. The cops Hatter took hostage are gonna be okay, Batman. Thanks to you. If that little creep calls me Alice one more time, I'm gonna flatten his hat. You did the right thing, Batman. I got no problem with someone living forever, but this guy has a seriously messed up view of the world. Makes you wonder, though, I mean, being that old, how does the mind cope with all that time, all those memories?
So they each have
It
two
feels pretty
things to
hopeless
say.
around here sometimes, Batman. You remind us there's still hope. And, like, a way we can actually win. Just keep doing what you're doing out there, getting Gotham back. Croc should be fairly sedate, Batman. We're pumping in tranquilizer gas to keep him calm.
I heard what those Iron Heights scum were up to. Experimenting on prisoners. Makes me ashamed to wear a uniform. Hell, I'd even feel sorry for Croc if he didn't keep talking about eating me. Eesh, God, that Hatter guy. I'm reading through the looking glass to my little girl at the moment. Think we might have to switch to something that won't give Daddy nightmares. He just sits there, giggling. So, that guy on the bed is Ra's al Ghul? Huh. It's weird seeing him like that. Isn't Ra's supposed to be a badass? He looks so frail. Would you believe it? I just got transferred today. I got a lot of catching up to do. So are you, like, allowed to be just walking around here? Of course you are. Sorry, sir.
86%.
But I still feel sorry for him. Though then again, my hands don't grow back.
So we only need one. I wish they had both assassin's things here. To just fill that up and, you know, just had some mass here. Add in, like, extra freaking, infamy characters like Bane. So you can have Bane stuff there. And, like, what the fuck was that one dude's name? Deadshot. So you can have his stuff here. What a weird world we live in. I don't care. Yeah, I can never, like, just freaking... I'm going not to stop this one. Because I need to show off the other ones. Because we got actually, like, freaking more trophies now. And then I'm gonna stop the broadcast. And just review the characters that we have right now and see how many characters we got. Hello, croc. That's almost all DLC characters. Ironhide guards, Ironhide prisoners. Only 2 more DLC characters to go. So actually for DLC, beat Croc first. Mad Hatter. Mr. Freeze, Venrage? By the way, this is going.